everybody, welcome back. Samantha, Kansas City Stitcher here for Flosstube 37. Today's Sunday, December 8th. It's been about 3 weeks. I was going to film the other day and I started to, and then I decided I really didn't want to. I wanted to stitch, not film. So, I scrapped that. However, today I'm sitting here looking at all the stuff that I've worked on and I was like, I really need to make this video. Like, really bad. So, we're gonna go for it. I have a fully finished. I have one fully finished. It's my Jedex Stitch Water Lily Dragon. I say fully finished, but I don't have the felt on the back of this yet. There will be, maybe. I'm gonna hang this on my wall. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'll talk more about this hoop at the end with some stitchy kindness, but that looks pretty good. I got it about as even as I could. This kind of finishing is a royal pain. It took me forever to get this hoop on. I don't even know what this is, but it's fine. It's whatever, it's fine. Nobody comes to my house anyway. I have some finishes. I have 3 finishes actually, and yeah. I'm gonna start with Woodland Fairy by Stitchy Princess on Etsy. I know she's a Ukrainian designer. Rebecca, Slightly Bananas, messaged me a picture of this. I hadn't seen it, but when I did see it, I was like, yep, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that hardcore. I did a full Dinky Dyes conversion for this. This white is actually a whitish pinkish color. It's Lavender Mist by Dinky Dyes. I couldn't tell you the rest of the colors because I threw them all back in stash when I was done. I know this Lavender Mist, I barely had anything left on the skein. That was 2,205 stitches. I did it, we started it Saturday the 30th, so last Saturday, and I finished it Thursday? Oh, yeah. I finished this, not last night, the night before. I finished my Sharks and Minnows. I started this for my husband. I got the kit from Forbidden Fiber Co. It's all kit. Kit floss, kit fabric. It's a 14 count Aida. And I'm just gonna say right in the middle of this, I have the pattern. It was in the kit. It's my pattern. I paid for it. It's a paper pattern. So if somebody wants to stitch this, I'm gonna give it away. So just say sharks in your comment because it's called Sharks and Minnows. I don't know if I say this out loud, if anybody will even know what I'm talking about, but those wood pallets, but not wood pallets, they're small. I want one of those. I want to finish this on one of those to hang on my bedroom wall. Oops, sorry, I kicked the stand. My husband spilled tea on this, and it was his project, and I already got a lot of it done, so that's why there's splotches of random color. But I don't think it looks bad. Oh, yes. I need to buy an iron. Last but not least, the most exciting finish. I finished the 2024 Hate Sal. I finished her. Bernadette is done. Since my last video, I've done 5,315 stitches on Bernadette. And that was the last 5,313 stitches. She's finished. My husband is not a fan of this chicken. He thinks it's weird, but it's gonna go on my wall. I'm gonna find a frame for this, and she will go on my wall. This, I will tell you right now, is not perfect. There are definitely some stitches that are off, and I fudged it. I fudged every single mistake that I made in this because I was not gonna rip out stitches from her. And I'm gonna watch Jen the Caffeinated Crafters. I think she posted a video on how to wash the grid lines out of this, so I'm gonna do that. My favorite part, I think, of stitching this was this flower. And this is like all confetti. You think that's white? No, it's not. Not really. There are some white in it, yes, but no, not really. And this earring, I'm pretty sure I did the wrong colors in this earring for some of it. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody will know but us. Oh, yes. That was Bernadette. Starts. I've had a few of those. I was kind of in a Christmassy mood. And I showed this magazine in my last video that I got from a garage sale. This Let It Snow. I went through my kitted up projects, and I pulled some fabric out of some kitted up projects that I was like, I don't really want to hold my fabric in projects. Okay. This is a 20 count Opal Unicorn Dreams by the Digi Stitchery, which is local to me. It's a printed fabric. You can barely see my start because this is a light blue. I did a dinky dyes conversion for this because, well, I've got a lot of dinky dyes right now. And this light blue is this mint ice color. But I just chose some random dinky dyes and stash that I was like, yeah, those are going to work. And does it say the stitch count on this? 112 by 112. Oh, I'm not going to finish that this year. I thought about it, but no, I'm not. No, I am not. That would have been a nice try, though. I'm not going to say maybe next year, because I know it's not. This is one of my 30 for 30 projects. Oh, and I left a pair of scissors in here. I never do that. This is Heartstring Sampleries Until We Meet Again. My uncle passed away 9 years ago in November, and he was like a dad to me, so I wanted to stitch this in November for him. However, I was so focused on finishing Bernadette that I barely started this. And I have to find my start. I'm doing this on 18 count Mystic Fabrics. And I was going to start on the border, but guess what? I guess whenever I pulled my DMC, I forgot to pull the color for the border. So I went ahead and just put My Wish in. Not sure why this doesn't have a needle minder on it and my needle's sticking into my fabric, but that's okay. Next, I'm going to have to insert a picture of this. This is Blue Rose by Jedex Stitch. Jessica at Jedex Stitch does the best color palettes. These are the colors for Blue Rose. Oh yeah. It's all DMC. And I grabbed a 14 count red Ada from my stash. This is also one of the hoops from my lovely work friend. She's not really a work friend. She doesn't work with me, but she came into my job and gave me a bunch of hoops. So they were her grandma's. And honestly, I didn't think I would really like these oval hoops. I love them. I love them so much. So I need more of those. I'm going to have to be on the lookout for more of those. This is also one of my 30 for 30 projects. And Wicked Cat Stitch is like, this would drive me insane when I posted it on Instagram. This is December Chickadees by the Artsy Housewife. This is the taupe color. And I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for the fact that I have a tiny hoop that I was using for this, I don't know that I would have seen what I was doing. But this is way more fun than I thought it was going to be stitching on this. I'll have to insert a picture of. Actually, I might have this on my tablet. I do. There's December Chickadees. And I started up here. Can't really see it. See, even on this fabric, you can't really tell that those stars are even there. I'm going to pull this out a little bit more this month because this is a lot of fun to stitch on. A lot of fun. I need to put my hoop back in there, though. Oh, and I didn't put my floss card, my fabric card back in there. Hang on, did I? I actually have the PDF. Never mind. For Blue Rose. Flosstube itchy knows it's fine. Come on. It's taking forever to load up. There's Blue Rose by JetX Stitch. Oh, you can see my charger plugged into my phone in the... Okay. That was it on all my new starts. WIips. WIips. I worked a little bit more on Oh Christmas Tree by Barbara Anna. I'm still obsessed with this. I still don't want to put this down, but I did put it down. I had other things I wanted to work on for Christmas. This is 32 count Paranormal by Stitch Me. Oh gosh, this is so good. This makes me want to put it back on the hoop, or back on the Q-snap right now. Back in the Q-snap right now. I need to cut this fabric because I know that it's only going to take half of this. This looks so good. I'm using none of the called for. I'm using a petite treasure braid for the white. I'm using Diamond for the darker red. A limited edition Gentle Arts. And a DMC Etoile for the grayish silver bits. And then I'm using a Cosmo Floss for the lighter red. I pulled out one of my other thrift store finds. It was this WIP Already Started, Let It Snow, the winter one. I think this might be a 16 count white Aida. I'm not positive though. But I did a little bit of this yellow. Actually, I did like all of this yellow. Maybe I can finish this year. Maybe not this year. Maybe I'll finish it this winter season. This is actually a lot more fun than I thought. And all this blue, this white part that's showing through on the blue is the fabric. And it's not stitched in. So that does make that a little bit nicer. I pulled out my Holiday Quaker. I'm stitching this on an 18 count Mystic Fabrics Enchanted. That, yes, I know there's a big giant stain on it. I'm going to figure this out one of these days. Maybe, hopefully. If not, nobody comes to my house. It's just going to be my husband and I, and he'll be like, what is that? And I'll be like, I spilled my drink. Because it's true. I spilled my drink. It happens. This is why I don't have drinks around my projects anymore. I did this. That's it. I am hoping to finish this little motif before Christmas. That's why it's still in the Q-snap. Alright. Temperature stitching? Temperature stitching. I'm doing 30 minutes a day on... I don't know where the back of that magnet went, but okay. I'll find it, hopefully. Okay, so I think I've worked on every single temperature stitch that I have right now. And I'm not sure since my last video. Nope, I didn't work on it this week. One. I've worked on this twice, so an hour, because I'm doing 30 minutes every time, every day, on my temperature. This is Shannon Christine's Bluebird Sampler. I love this. A lot. And I did a color conversion, and I'm stitching this on Bee Stitch Me 20 count Water Nymph. I love this fabric. And I should have half of this left whenever I'm done. So I had one rose complete, and I've had this done, and I had started on this, and I've had this. So since my hour, I've finished up this rose. I did all of this, and I think I did this little one. I'm not sure. "30 minutes, while it does not always give you a lot of time to stitch, I do at least 100 stitches in that 30 minutes most of the time. Unless it's super confetti. But I try not to do super confetti. This I only worked on one time, I do know that. Gather Here by Hello from Liz Matthews. This is my red on red. I'm doing this with Color and Cotton Ruby Slippers on Bee Stitch Me Cardinal. I finished up this tail feather, and I started in up here on this leaf. And I'm still just as obsessed with this as I was when I started. This is fantastic. Fantastic. Is this 28 count? Yeah. I think I only worked on this once too. This is my Uncanny Kari's Memento Mori. I've had this whip around for a couple years. All of these temperature stitches are things that I want to get done next year. So they're going to stay as my temperature stitch until they're finished. And then I'll swap it out for something else I want to finish. I finished out this flower. And I did all of this blue, and I started in on this flower on my 30 minutes. Next is Strawberry Fields Forever, which I think I worked on twice. So, for an hour. I'm doing this on 32 count Cranberry Crush by Forbidden Fiber Co. And I'm using all the called for. Ooh, this is crinkly. I did the strawberries up here. I know I didn't have those done. And I started in on... Are those strawberries? No, that's a leaf. Actually, that might be... I think that's a strawberry, a not ripe strawberry. That's what this is. This is a not ripe strawberry. And actually, I don't know that this is the called for color. I think this might have been a color I didn't have, so I subbed it out for Cosmo Floss. And I have 10 projects for 0 through 9. And I'm doing the predicted forecast for that next day because I don't... Anyway, this I know is my project for tomorrow because a predicted number ends in a 5 and that's my 5 project. I stitch on this one day. This is my Elemental Dragons Earth by Ink Circles. I'm stitching this on a 32 count. They're no longer dyeing fabric. What is this? Fortnite Fabrics. It doesn't say the colorway name on here. I don't know which way. I think it goes like this. I guess it doesn't really matter. They're all the same. I know I did all of this dragon, and I finished up the tail, I think, of this dragon. And I'm working my way from the center to the outside. And I know a quarter of these take me like 2 days, so it won't be that long. I think I've worked on this one day too. This is Just One More Chapter by Pentini. Honestly, if I just sat down with this would not take me that long. And I think I was distracted for my 30 minutes because this is all I did was these 3 letters. This is a printed fabric. Vintage Rose or something? I'm not exactly sure the name of that. Oh, I just realized I forgot a new start. It's fine though. I'll talk about it. I think I did 2 days on my Pink Sparrow sampler. I did a DMC-ish conversion. I'm stitching this on 28 count Be Stitch Me cold foam. And I did the border was done. This upper part of the flower was done. So I stitched this, in all of this in 2 days. I am so obsessed with this. I don't know why. These are really not my colors, but this is fantastic. This is fantastic. This is going to be a long video. And this is in my favorite project bag. A Little Bow 88 bag. Next, for one day, I stitched on Quaker Gardens by Hello from Liz Matthews. I'm stitching this on it, and I'm really mad at myself after I looked at this whenever I pulled it out to do this. I'm stitching this on 20 Count Cinnamon by Be Stitch Me. I had page 1 done, so I started on page 2, and I just did the letters L, M, N, O, and the start of P. Why did I start it like this? Why did I leave all this fabric at the top? I know I started this in the middle. I would have had probably half of this fabric left if I'd have started it like this in the upper corner. That's fine. It's fine. We all do things. Next, I worked for one day on Blackbird Designs Away We Ride. I hope I didn't just show the back of this pattern, but I'm doing this on Fiberlicious 32 Count Skyfall, and I think this will only take half my fabric too. And I think that I did 2 of these. And I know I did 2 of them because somewhere in my 30 minutes I had to rip out some stitches. And I started on this little bird. Just because I didn't want to change floss. And it was still a little bit of floss left on my needle. I'm trying to get this border done first, because I'm hoping that I have the other half of this fabric left and I can cut this. So I think the next time I work on this, actually I might finish that bird because I still have some floss left on that needle. I was going to say I think I was going to go to the top row of border, but my last temperature stitch is Let Toxic Bridges Burn. I'm still getting over a cold I had earlier this week, so that's part of the sniffles. Okay, well, I don't have a good picture of this, but, and it's not in color. This is on a 14 count Black Ada, and I've worked on this 3 times. Ooh, I just almost dropped my tablet. I had to regroup myself, so I'm back. I have other things I started. I don't remember if I started this my last video or not. I haven't filmed since Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving. I know I started Gobble Till You Wobble by the Frosted Pumpkin. And I'm doing a color conversion. And I'm pulling this out this week because I'm going to try to finish it this week. That's where I'm at. This is my last one. My last one on this piece of fabric. Rebecca and I are supposed to be starting the dino one. And I think we wanted to do a dino December Sal. You don't have to start this one. You can start any dinosaur. But we're going to start this dinosaur one by the Frosted Pumpkin. So if you want to start a dino, please do. Please feel free. I had to clean up a little bit around myself because I had like a huge pile of mess going on. And it was all about to fall over. Thanksgiving Day, I started my Prairie Schooler Santa. I started the 1988 Santa. I'm stitching this on a 28 count light mocha. I got this at, I'm pretty sure, a garage sale. I'm hoping that I'll get him finished this week. These Prairie Schooler Santas are not very big. 75 by 57. I would like to say I'm probably halfway through, but I'm not. I'm maybe a quarter of the way through. And I just pulled similar colors from Stash. I don't know if I've said this, but Rebecca and I made advent calendars for each other. So December 1st through December 24th, I'm opening a day. I actually have day 9 sitting behind me for tomorrow. But every day is a little tiny piece of this pattern. I have no idea what the outcome looks like. But so far, this is so cute. Look at this tree. She had it all gridded out for me. I've since removed the grids because, well, I didn't want to try to pull them out after I had stitches over the grid. I don't know what this fabric is. I know it's a 14 count. I don't know if she dyed this fabric. Rebecca, did you dye this fabric for me? But this is so cute. What is with this fly? I don't know. Last night, I haven't posted this on Instagram. Last night, I started the Winter Fairy. This is my last 30 for 30 project that I had planned. And I'm doing this on a 28 count. I don't know the name of this fabric. I originally had started the token on it and scrapped it. This is where I am. You can barely see this white. I'm using Gentle Arts chalk. I'm using 2 Gentle Arts, actually. No, I'm using 1 Gentle Arts, which is chalk, and then I'm using a color in cotton. No, Classic Colorworks Blue Corn for the blue. And I started on the top. These are really quick stitches, these fairies by Stitchy Princess. So maybe I'll finish that before Christmas too. It was a part of my plans for next year to finish, but I finished Yellowstone and that was also on my WIips board, which now I need to figure out what to put on there in exchange. That's all for my stitching. Plans? Let's talk some plans. I said a little bit of them. I want to finish that Gobble Till You Wobble because it's past Thanksgiving. I want to finish that motif on Holiday Quaker. And I would really, really like to maybe finish this house. Maybe not the whole thing. Maybe just the house for Santa's house. I started this last year on Christmas. I'm stitching this on a 28 count. Picture This Plus. I don't know the name of it. It's a Picture This Plus though. I lost the tag, so I don't know where it is. But this is my starting point. I even put this on the Q Snap to motivate myself a little bit. I don't know if I'll finish this house. How big are these? Things are huge. These patterns are not small. Does it say on here? 120 by 120. Okay, but these are, well, yes, these are, you know, only 120 by 120. This house is full coverage. There's not an empty spot inside that little tiny house. I do kind of wish that I had to stitch these on 40 count, but it's okay. It's okay. Next, I made a working copy for this. This Prairie Schooler, these birds. I want to stitch these cardinals. My mother-in-law loves cardinals, and I kind of want to stitch this before Christmas for her. These are only 47 by 49. I should be able to finish this in like one day. And I pulled this 28 count, I don't know, something from Stash to stitch it on. And because, again, I have a lot of dinky dies, I pulled dinky dies for the colors. Those are going to be the colors for my cardinals. Well, her cardinals, I should say. I'm going to stitch all of these. I really love all of these birds. This hummingbird, yeah, I need that. I don't know what these are, but these are pretty. Oh, goldfinch. No, yeah, that's the right one. I love this one. And actually, I have a 40 count Be-Stitch Me. Hang on, actually. Coconut shell. 40 count. That I think all of these would fit on. And I think I'm going to stitch them all on this. Using different dinky dies. That's going to be a start. I know. Oh, okay, I remember now. This is part of haul, but also plans. Annie, XO, Needle in the Hay XO, and I talked about starting Cat's Cafe by Soda Stitch. I'll have to insert a picture. I pulled this beautiful hand dyed by Rolanda that I know will fit. I have some of the DMCs already in here, but Cat's Cafe on this beautiful hand dyed by Rolanda. This will be my first soda stitch. And I can't wait. Annie, when are we starting? I need to go buy some DMC that I am missing. Because I am missing some colors. What is happening? Oh. Yes, I know I'm missing colors for that. Next, I pulled DMC I might have to insert a picture for this one too. And I'm blaming this on Jessie Marie Does Stuff. I'm going to start the Cinderella Donna stitch. I'm going to start it before the first of the year. I'm going to stitch it on I Lilac You a Lot by Fiberlicious. I don't have all the DMC, but I have most of it kitted up already in here. And I'm going to stitch this for Allison. Cross Stitch the Globe, Allison. Allison at the moment on Instagram. I had to think about that. Her birthday sal is a princess birthday sal. And I think I said I was going to do something else for that, but I'm going to do the Cinderella. Let's do some haul. And then I'll do some Stitchy Kindness. Oh, and actually this doesn't even go in this, but I'm going to leave it in this because I'm going to see if I can use it. I got my log cabin by Top Knot. This is the over dyed. And she was doing something to where you got extra something, extra, a little gift. And this is a Forbidden Fiber Co. limited edition floss. It doesn't have a name. But I'm going to see. I might put it in where this darker green is on this. I got my Fiberlicious Fabric of the Month for November. And it's Marine Mystic. I get 36 count linen. Oh my gosh, I didn't even open all this all the way. I just saw it with the rounding around it. This is to die for. This is to die for. I love all Fiberlicious. I love their tags. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna stitch on this, but I bought Halloween at Hawker. No, not Halloween. I bought Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. Black Friday, you guys. Black Friday. Would it be weird to put Halloween at Quaker on this? I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing the holiday one on 18 count, so they would be the same size if I did this on 36. I don't want to throw this very pretty fabric on my floor, so it's going to go right in the drawer. I went to the Amazon return store. I meant to take it out of this plastic before this. And they had this thing of beads. They're all different sizes. I'm going to find some stuff to use with those. I'm blaming Annie for this, and it was 100% Annie's fault because she posted the links with the sale for these dimension kits. So, when are we starting these, Annie? This is the little gift shop. And this one is toy shop. I want to start the gift shop. The little gift shop first. I went to the thrift store yesterday. And they had cold hands. I paid 50 cents for this. Mosey and Me. $86 by 78 stitches. I don't know, but this is cute. I think I have a yellow fabric in my stash too that would look good. They had this. I'm gonna stitch this one. It's only 70 by 102. And then I think I have that other thing that I haven't sent to the Thread Gremlins. I haven't asked for the address, but I think I'm going to send this for Elizabeth with the other one for Caroline. After I'm done. And then I found this stocking. I told myself I was never going to stitch a stocking. I was not going to do this. But this, all this, my daughter would love this. My daughter Olivia would love this so much that I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'll have it done for next year or if I'll have it done when she turns, well, she'll turn 11 in April, so maybe I'll try to have it done for her by the time she turns 12. For the Christmas that she's 12. What size fabric, for those who stitch stockings, what size fabric do you guys recommend for stitching these on? Because I'm going to try to find a blue fabric like this. Should I stitch this on 28 count? I don't know. Does it say? It says 28 count on here is what they used. Oh, that's nice. I just found the magnet. Oh, it's in my lap. I couldn't help myself. I ordered more of the Dinky Dice packs. So it came with a little button. I don't know what I'm going to use that for, but in my little sample, I'm not going to pull all these out again. I'm not done. Oh, that blue, that bright blue. Yes, I needed that. I love this pink. This is a pretty pink. And last one. And I ordered this just because I really, really wanted this variegated. And again, these are the WIips packs. I messaged Annie and told her I did this. These are so good. So I'm going to have to pull out my Dinky Dies. And I'm going to have to add these to them. Yep, I am. Okay, I said that Rebecca and I are doing a Advent. I just want to show a couple of things in this Advent because I was not going to open them on camera and I wasn't going to post Flosstube videos. But Rebecca died. I'm assuming more than one. I don't know because I haven't opened any more. But there's at least one. She died some floss. She even named the floss Star of Bethlehem. I love this. And when I opened this yesterday, I almost cried. This is so good. She has made this into a needle minder. It's a tiny little quirky Quaker. And now when I stitch my quirky Quakers that I haven't started any of, well, I did the fox, but I still have the fox pattern. I kind of want to stitch them all tiny. Is this 1 over 1 on 28 count? I need to know. And I need to find the perfect pattern to put, I mean, she's got the needle on, the minder on, the magnet on the back. This is so good. I would have never even thought about doing this. If we do this again next year for each other, though, I might dye you some floss for it. I asked a friend if I sent her a cross stitch, if she would make it into a bag for me, because I don't have that kind of skill, and I don't have a sewing machine, and I don't want to own a sewing machine. If she'd make a bag. And she did. I told her I'd pay for it, and she said she didn't want me to pay for it. She wanted my feedback. So, I love it. This is the back. She asked me if I had any fear of spiders. I don't. I actually used to own a pet tarantula. It's fine. But this is the front. This is so good. I put my Jaws of Hell in here because, well, it's going to be around for a while, so I might as well. So, my Jaws of Hell is in here with the floss. It has a zipper for where my project is. Like, I can feel my project. I will probably never put anything in this front zipper because I don't want anything to mess up my stitches, but this is so good. This is Sleepy Hollow by the Witchy Stitcher. And it makes me want to buy a sewing machine and start making project bags out of my stitching. Because I have a few finished objects that I would totally make bags with. But this is so good. That's it. Oh no, I bought patterns. I bought patterns because there was a sale. And I am fully blaming Black Friday for this. I bought 2 Donna stitches. One is the Cinderella that I'm going to start. And the other one I bought is Belle, because Belle is my favorite Disney princess. Then I'm going to have to insert pictures because all of these in here I downloaded as the Pattern Keeper versions. I bought one Hello from Liz Matthews, the Clara Hennis. I've been wanting this pattern for a while. And I know it's in a light blue. It's a very pretty blue, but I'm thinking red sampler. We'll see. I don't know about that. I might find blue and do it that way. I don't know. And I bought 3 books. I bought, does it say the name of these? Book of Foxtails, Book of Psychic Readings, and Book of Warrior Queens. Rebecca and I are stitching the books, so I was like, they're on sale, I might as well just buy them. I bought Cat's Cafe, which I hopefully already showed. And I bought a few more, I think. Oh yeah, I did. Quint Rose. I bought the Fall. I bought Summer. I don't know what's with me in boats lately, but I love them. I bought Spring. I'm also blaming these on Annie. And I sent her this one because she didn't send me this one, but I bought Comfort and Joy. Yeah, I needed that. Yes, I did. And we already know what this looks like, but I'll show it because I did buy it. But Halloween Quaker. That's it. Woo, almost an hour. All right, bye.